Yo.
Hi, everybody.
Someone said this was supposed to be at 6. We did start at 6.
Yuri's gonna start on
6:14.
Only Toes.
No, really? Okay, so if you want to bring that up,
No.
should we make the poll then?
No.
Yeah, let's make the poll.
Stop. If you should make an Only Toes?
No, the other poll.
There she goes on down.
Who would buy
the
Riley's
pole.
only toes?
No, your toes. Not my toes, your toes.
These toes are too special.
Those toes are made for walking.
No, these toes are made for sucking by one and only person. You've sucked my toes once.
Riley looks like she's about to cry again. I might shed a tear. I'm not gonna
For what?
lie.
For what reason?
Just for good old time's sake.
Yuri Fuentes? Who's Fuentes?
Nick Fuentes?
What'd he do?
I don't know. Be racist or
Oh, Nick Fuentes. Oh, that dude. Okay. You said no crying. Oh yeah, no crying. Day 1.
I know, I'm
All
not.
right, let's lay it on
I've
you.
held back some tears.
No,
already.
are you using the bathroom now?
Yeah.
Why did you not use it before we went live? No, you have to stay now. You have to.
Dad.
Bruh.
No, Dad.
You suck. I'm joking. Happy New Year, Harmonious gang. Happy New Year's. Yo, shout out to YT in the chat. Freaky toes make dope couple going up together. Thank you so much, CJ Wilson. Appreciate you, man. She gonna go cry in the bathroom real quick. Toxic faded than hoe. Yuri fist might my mate. What does that mean? Yuri, when you gonna knock Riley up, gang? God damn it, dude. What kind of question is that, man? What are you, my grandma? When are you gonna? I want a grandchild. When are you gonna give me a grandchild, bruh? You streaming tomorrow, Yuri? Yes, I am streaming tomorrow. Happy New Year's to all the true new queers. Yes, Happy New Year's. Harmonious baby. Fist him, bro. What is going on? Yo, car snob. I'm sorry, I did not check that Discord DM yet. I'm gonna check it later today after the stream. Wait, caught him at the mall with his mom at Paxson. I'm finna pack, son.
He was at the mall.
I think Duno is good at haikus and he doesn't even know it.
I know.
He was at the mall. I was finna pack, son, with his mom. At the mall, he was. It's deep if you think about it. I know, bro. R.I.P.
He was at the
fucking
mall with
gangsta
his
boo.
mom. We finna pack some. We was at the mall.
A haiku is 3, 5, 3 syllables. So he was mall. No wait, was the haiku?
Saw him at the mall with his mom. We finna pack some.
Pack
we was
some?
at the mall.
What is a haiku? Is it 3, 5, 3 or is it 5, 8, 5?
7, 5, 7, 7.
What are you, a calculator?
757, right?
Is it 757?
Mm-hmm. I think so.
Okay. Saw him at the mall.
We
With
finna pack
mom.
some.
No, saw him at the mall with mom. We was gonna pack, son. Damn, that's too fuck. This shit's hard, bruh. It's 1738 575. Okay,
535
535.
or 353.
That's fucking hard, dude. Okay, saw him at the mall. Finna pack, son. He was with his mom. Boom. Saw him at the mall. Finna pack, son. He was with his mom. That's a haiku right there. That was what Duno was trying to do but couldn't. Saw him at the mall.
We're still talking.
Finna
Best
pack
moment
some.
of 2022 was
I know.
that, actually.
That was the best moment. Dude, we need that clip, actually.
I want that to be my ringtone.
Does anyone have it? Saw him at the mall. Finna pack, son. He was with his mom. Oh, bro. Trash ass bar.
The fact that there was a clip about it.
Can we find
Disconnected calls Duno to tell him his bars
Oh,
are trash.
yes, you're right. That was fucking funny. Duno finna sit on Yuri. God damn it. Would you get jealous, babe? Would you fade Duno if you sat on?
I might have to fade Duno.
If you laid that rumper on this,
I might
on
have
this
to fade Duno
throbbing wood.
for twerking on that.
Yo, Duno twerk well for sure.
That's weird.
All right, cheers to PacSun.
Cheers to PacSun.
Someone said, "Whoa, why are you throbbing?" I'm constantly throbbing.
Do you know who's proud of his lyrics is the title?
That's funny.
harsh. That is harsh.
Alexa dropped a bag $1.99 through Super Chat. Blasey ran out them all, he got the zoomies. Man
Bro.
running. Speedy.
That is hella funny.
Thank you, Alexa, for the $2.
Shout out Alexa.
Shout out to Alexa. All right, guys, here we are for the very first after show of 2023. This is pretty interesting. You know what I think? Honestly, I feel like I'm a sucker for nostalgia. I'm a sucker for sentimentalness. I'm a sucker for the old ways, you know, keeping things original. And but I feel like we gotta flip. We gotta. Why didn't spark yet?
I want to light it.
We gotta flip the room.
Chuck Sean dropped a bag $5
No?
I'm
through
gonna change
Super
the feng
Chat.
shui.
Yo Yuri, do you remember how powerful AD's computer was / what the specs were when setting up community? I wanna do reactions too.
Did I build AD's computer? I don't think so.
No.
Yeah, I didn't. Yo, thank you so much, Chuck Sean, for the $5. Honestly, dude, just DM me. I'm about to help Belt from No Jumper build a computer, so I can send you the same specs. I'm gonna send him. But I have to say that
Also, Rashai needs help too.
But here's the thing, babe. Many people, the only person who's hit me up for a build and actually went through with the whole process was No Jumper. Because everyone is impatient, dude. Everyone, like, not only impatient, but, like, you have to order all these parts. Granted, I send the links to all the parts to order. Most people they don't want to go through the work, I feel like, of ordering all the parts, waiting for them to come, and then hitting me up to come through, put it together. It's like too long of a process. Most people want that immediate, like, drop money, get computer, plug it in, it works.
Rashai
You know what I mean?
will. Rashai will understand if you explain it to her.
But
She's very smart.
here's the thing, though, is
and
like,
understanding. Like
honestly, here's the, like, but as like the person who's spending the money, you think, what is the benefit of building my own computer? In my opinion, the only benefit, or there's many benefits, but the one main benefit of building your computer compared to buying one from Best Buy is if you're buying one from Best Buy, most likely within 4 to 5 years, you're going to throw it away. You're not going to use it ever again. If you build your own computer, most
it'll
likely,
last you a while.
no, it might last you a while, but most likely within 4 to 5 years, when
You're
you
gonna
would
have to
have
replace.
when you would have threw away the other one, instead of throwing it away, you're just gonna be like, I'm just gonna spend another $1,000 on the new graphics card that comes out, and boom, you grab a new graphics card, grab a new CPU, maybe add some RAM, and
Wham.
add some WAM, dedicated WAM, and like you're good, and like it'll last you longer. But a lot of people aren't like nerdy computer people who will invest into a 5-year plan like I do. You know what I mean? Like, so most people would just go to Best Buy. I don't know. I try to
hope Lamb
convince.
Kid had a Merry Christmas.
Really?
How old is he now?
What if he's like a terrible kid?
No. There's no way. Puff, puff, pass.
This is my first puff.
That was not.
Yeah, it was. Dedicated Wham, rewind it. Imagine that was our intern. Dedicated Wham, hit it.
That would be crazy.
Would that be
And
fun?
he wore his headband.
His little thing.
His little Minecraft.
No, it was was it a Minecraft thing?
Yeah, it was his little Minecraft.
Arturo's
It was so
kicks.
adorable.
Arturo's kicks. I love everyone. 2023. Stop with the Yuri doesn't love us. That video is so funny. Dude, would it be fucked up if he was our intern and we referred to him as Dedicated Wham?
Wham?
What if his name was John and we were like, no, I like Dedicated Wham. Hey, Dedicated Wham, give me a
That's
coffee.
hella mean. Hell no. I would never do that to him.
That's like Adam referring to me as like Orange Fucker, which he kind of does.
Pretty much.
Hey, Orange Fucker. What's up with that edit?
Yuri fucked an orange. Yuri fucked an orange.
That was funny,
Yuri
dude.
fucked an orange.
Dude, honestly, this is the beauty of bad podcasting. Has kind of been like, once people find out the meme of bad podcasting, it kind of ruins the meme. But that was the most perfect bad podcasting, where it was Almighty going off on a tangent.
On a whole story.
On a whole story tangent, but he was not just going on a whole story tangent. He was going on a whole story tangent just to one person.
Yeah.
The person to the right of him.
something.
Yeah. And the other two people were not really in tune with what was going on. Adam was completely not in tune with what was going on, and Adam kept trying to say, "You're fucked in orange, you're fucked in orange," and Almighty was so in his world that he did not hear a thing. I thought that was the funniest thing. I love when that happens, when especially when Adam's trying to get a point across and he can't. He's getting so frustrated. That shit was funny, to be honest.
You're fucked in orange. Almighty's like, you're fucked in orange.
Honestly, podcasting is funny because when you're on a playground, you deal with these types of things. Like, you're like, stop talking over me. I'm trying to talk to, Bobby. You keep talking over me. But, like, you can't show these, like, type of reactions when you're on a podcast. You're trying to be mature and keep it fluid. But if it's on your fourth time of going, hey, Riley, hey, Riley, hey, Riley. And then on the fourth time, I'm like, bro, they all heard me say, hey, Riley, 3 times. You still haven't heard me. I'm like, should I keep saying it or else I'm going to look crazy right now? But I don't know. Podcasting is funny. Selective hearing for sure. Like Duno bringing up Letty. Does he do that?
I don't think so.
I never noticed.
I never noticed that.
I don't know the internal memes of Brown Bag podcast.
Me either.
You know what podcast actually Riley and I kind of tuned into today for like 5 minutes was the
Pearly
Pearly Things?
I think.
The Pearly Things with Andrew Tate and all those other people, Brittany Renner and a couple other people. That was an interesting podcast. I liked it. It was cool, And honestly, I was telling Riley that I didn't even know
it was 3 hours.
That girl who runs the Pearly Things. I didn't even know her name was the Pearly Things, but sometimes on Instagram I get recommended her content, and I agree with some of her takes that I have seen. It's like some of the stuff where she's just like, girls are saying nowadays that, oh, it sucks that you can't even go out night out as a girl, out night as a girl. And she's like, what do you mean go out night as a girl? Like, you can't go out night as a man, really. It's like if I was a guy, a 7-foot tall guy, to hit the streets of downtown Los Angeles at 2 a.m, I'd be looking over my shoulder, worried that something could happen to me because it's the dead of night and anything could happen. And she's like, what is this, feeling that some girls have that they're like, oh, I should be able to walk out at night and be completely safe. It's like, oh, in what world? If it were not in the city, you'd be fucking worried about bears and wolves. It's like nighttime has always been dangerous. I don't know. But we were watching a little bit of her podcast. I kind of liked it. She's interesting. She's funny.
Yeah, she was really funny. Tate.
I listened to her interview today. I was listening to a little bit of her and Adam's interview, and then I realized, I was like, dude, I've seen her content on Instagram, but I was like, I never looked up her YouTube channel. Then we looked it up and we saw the Andrew Tate one, and it was interesting. But Andrew Tate does have this thing where he's basically just talking to himself, really. Like, he's the part of the conversation. He does like add his input, but most of the time he goes on, once you've consumed some of his content, you've heard it all, dude. He goes on the same tangents every time. Matrix, women, money, Bugatti, it's just the same old shit.
I just can't even take him seriously, dude.
Yo, who was a part of
you've been triple puffing.
No.
You don't respect Puff Puff Pass.
Who was a part of the stream where we were watching Andrew Tate's music video? Did you see that?
It was
the listening to music stream. I agree with Adam's take, which is that I would have expected Andrew Tate to have the common sense not to do that. That was so bad.
That was horrible.
And also, I didn't want to overanalyze, but let's overanalyze right now, guys. If you guys go look up the fucking Andrew Tate music video, he has, I don't know what the word for it is, right? But it's this rich syndrome that I've noticed in Hollywood. I've known a couple Russian guys who, they think they got money, right? They're like, yo, I'm finna go to the club, buy bottles, get myself a table, I'll get bitches, They go to the club, get bottles, get a table, and they're surrounded by their homies, and no girls want to talk to them because at the end of the day, you still need character and personality. You can't just be like, I bought a table, fuck me. You know what I mean? Like, and some guys expect that. And when I saw that music video of Andrew Tate where he's in the club, and dude, he's surrounded by a couple of his homies, and they're kind of like, going like this, but there's like 4 girls there who are just like
depressed.
Like
they're like, do not get me
looking at the floor, right? And if I was Andrew Tate, I would have been like, get out of here. I would have been like, dude, me and my boys are going to be at the club. Like, we're going to go all in. But he has this ego where he was a little bit embarrassed, I feel like, to be like, we're filming a music video, let's go. He wanted to keep it a little bit discreet, but also wanted to be hyped up for the music video, which made it awkward. It's like
he's awkward.
Richness and like swag doesn't really mix that well sometimes.
He has no swag.
Yeah, the ego was ruining the video. If the whole video was just him in front of his mansion by himself with his brother rapping, it would have been way better. They should have excluded that club scene. They probably spent
They should have
10,000.
never done that to begin with. Should never have been an idea.
They should have. No, honestly, I feel like Andrew Tate. Honestly, he probably spent close to $10,000 on the bottle and the whole night just to get a cup, but just because he was thinking, I'm gonna go film a music video, I'm gonna show people how I flex out here, I'm gonna go get myself the nicest table possible and get some girls over there. That shit looked so cringe, dude. It looks so bad. And here's the issue: is there's some Andrew Tate stands out there who are just thinking, if I was in his shoes, life would be perfect. You still need personality and character. You still need to have some social skills and be able to talk to the people around you and not just rely on the fact that be like, I got a Bugatti, I'm worth 100 million, you should fuck with me, you know what I mean? Just like, bro, that's the lamest way.
Yeah, his personality is like the least attractive personality out there, honestly. Girls do not like that.
Someone said
or most girls.
Women hate Tate.
Can't speak for everybody.
Someone said women hate Tate and don't even know why. It's like
it's his like, yeah,
it's
we do.
It's that thing that I'm talking about. I've noticed it in
you
Hollywood.
get the ick
It's
from
like,
him. He gives you the ick.
Yeah, it's like
he makes your skin crawl.
It's like there's these rich people that just think that just because they're rich, things should be handed to them. It's like you have to be able to talk to people, not being like, I'm top G, I'm the best ever.
Top G. Oh Lord.
That ego will
be the death of you.
Yeah, it will kind of like, it will be cool in the beginning. You'll see the benefits of it and feel like a good person, but later on, you probably won't even notice it because you're like too in your own head. But the people around you will notice it. They'll be like, "Damn! Every time we bring some girls around Tate, they all want to dip."
I wonder why.
Yeah, I wonder why all these girls just want to order Ubers 2 hours, like 30 minutes into hanging out with us. I wonder what's going on.
They get their drink and then they go to the bathroom for the rest of the night.
Yeah, I wonder why all 4 girls go to the bathroom at once every time.
Literally. You'd know that's happening all night.
Yeah, I don't know. You ever used a warm apple pie? Jesus Christ, that's terrible. Riley, do you think Yuri can be more masculine? And if so, what do you think? What would you like to see him do? Work out, fix something up, pick up a tool?
Yuri's really handy and he does build hella shit. He's really, really good with that shit.
Honestly, I have to give a shout out to my dad because my dad always like preached this thing where he's like in Russia. If you guys have ever watched any documentaries about Cuba, where in Cuba they don't throw anything away, dude. If they have a little MP3 player that breaks and it doesn't play anymore, they will take it apart, use the motherboard, use the chips. They will reuse everything because Cuba, they don't get anything imported anymore, so they have to reuse everything. And my dad was explaining to me a long time ago that Russia was kind of like that, where he's like, dude, if anything just breaks, he's like, you never throw anything away. You always reuse everything as much as possible and try to fix everything. And it's this thing in Russian and also Armenian culture, or I think like maybe just like European culture, where you try to, well, I think at least from what I know, Russian culture, it's like you try to fix shit instead of throw it away because it's like a waste of money just to throw shit away. And my whole life, my dad's always taught me about, fucking plumbing shit, installing stuff. He would never pay anyone to do anything. He always wants to figure stuff out on himself, by himself. So I have to thank my dad for that, where he's taught me how to do a lot of stuff for myself, where it's like, Riley and I have been having these plumbing issues recently. It's like, if I was just like some super, super city guy who was just like, water doesn't turn on. Don't know, babe. I don't know. It's just like,
I would be so mad.
Like, I remember.
And there's a lot of guys who are like that.
That's not a lot of people, in general, especially people from big cities like LA, New York. They just have no clue, and they would rather spend $200-$300 on some guy coming through with wet ass boots, walking into your house and doing all this shit. Where it's like, I know a little bit enough where I'm like, oh, you could just do this, and this is a temporary fix until we get the full thing taken care of, or whatever it is. I don't know. So
He's built all of our furniture, hung up all our shit, did all of our tech shit. Like, if we didn't have Yuri, we wouldn't be doing all this shit. So
if we did have Yuri,
he is very, very smart and handy.
Yuri speaks about
masculine.
Russia as if he lived there for 10 years. He never lived there for a substantial amount of time. Jesus, dude, you're more American than anything else. Hype essage or whatever it is. You are right. I have spent way more of my lifetime in America than I have in Russia, but I constantly have this thing where, most Americans, I feel like you're just surrounded by just American culture and American worries and politics and information, all that stuff, where living at home, my parents only watched Russian TV. I only spoke to my parents and the rest of my family in Russian, and it's just like I always see them watching shit about Putin, all this political stuff. It's like I'm always, and also it's like I've always been the type of person where I'm like semi-curious. So I'm always like, as I'm passing by the TV, I'm like, what are they talking about here? You know what I mean? Like, what's going on? I'm trying to like form ideas and opinions where, yes, I haven't lived in Russia for a substantial amount of time, but I also do talk to my relatives in Russia, and then also I talk to my parents a lot, and I always ask questions, and it's just like I try to learn more about it because I'm curious. It's interesting to me, you know?
Yeah.
But it is true. I haven't lived a substantial amount of time out there for sure. You don't forget where he came from.
Never.
That's the other thing as well, is like, you know, I have had a couple amount of people who are Russian, and whenever I post Russian type of you know, stuff that has to relate to Russian culture, like Nu Pagadi, or like random little stuff that has to do with you would only know if you were Russian, I post it. Sometimes people do DM me saying like, yo, shout out to you for, you know, shouting out to our culture and shit like that. You know what I mean? Like, because we do have our own forms of music and art and all that stuff that can be appreciated that a lot of people would never know about unless you were fucking Russian or dated someone who was
Literally
Russian.
knew nothing about Russian culture until I met you.
And there's all this random shit you know now.
And you just hear just a bunch of bullshit about Russian people. And like, no, seriously.
No,
like,
yeah, that's true.
in my area, like, we don't have any, like, it's rare to have Russian people around, but like you just hear all that shit about Russian spies and like they're evil and they're just hella mean,
Yeah.
and all that shit. And then I met you and your whole family, and I'm like, these people are amazing.
Also, yeah, I never even thought about it, but
And your culture is super cool. Like, you guys are.
well, every culture. It's like, dude, the more
I know, but like I never knew about Russian culture, so like just
Yeah.
learning about it's like, this is really cool.
Well, like, I feel like, I don't know, like, I feel like I might just be super interested in history, but, like, even my village in Russia, right? It's in the middle of nowhere, dude. Like, we have to, when the last times we had to go to Russia, you have to take an airplane to whatever airport there is nearby. We get out of the airport, we get on a train. The train, we have to take a 2 to 3 day train somewhere. From the train station, some dude picks us up, and then we do a 10-hour drive, and then we're finally at our village. That's how out of the way our village is. And I've, like, wondered, you know, I've asked so many questions. I've wondered, like, well, one thing I was always curious about was like, why the fuck do we live in butt fuck nowhere, dude? It seems so inconvenient, and like, you would want to live next to water or next to resources. Like, we live in butt fuck nowhere for no reason. And my parents told me basically, like, we're a part of a culture where back in the day in Russia, you had to be a Christian. You couldn't practice any other religions.
Tony Montana dropped
Thank you,
about
Tony Montana.
$4.99 through Super Chat. Yuri, say a simple sentence in Russian.
I got you in a second. Thank you so much for the $5. But I asked my parents, and I was like, yo, why like, why do we, actually, also I did some like Google research as well, but I was just like wondering, why the fuck do we live in buttfuck nowhere? And it's because our culture, we were kind of like pagan. I think the word is paganist, where we didn't we're Christian now, our village is Christian now, but originally we weren't Christian. We worshipped like Mother Nature, and we like looked at the world as like our god type thing or whatever, and that was our religion. We were not Christian at all, and the Russian government was killing all people who are not Christian. If you studied any other religion, they would get murdered basically. And I saw some information basically saying that we, not only us, but a lot of other villages, a lot of people moved in the middle of nowhere to escape you know, the government, like murdering your family because you guys were like Muslim or, you know, something else other than Christian. And it's like, that's why we have so many fucking villages living in the buttfuck nowhere, is because you're trying to escape the police and the government and all that stuff. And now you could practice whatever religion you want in Russia, but back in the day it was like you were Christian or you were dead. Yeah. You know? And I was like, damn, it's pretty interesting. But there's like so many things, you know, fucking you look into your culture, there's like all the shit you can learn about, which is like, I think it's interesting and cool. And huge shout out to all the YouTubers out there nowadays who learn about this stuff and make YouTube videos about this shit, dude. There's so many like I show Riley all the time. There's so many YouTubers who just like talk about different cultures, and they get so in depth and they do all this research and for no reason really, other than for people to watch. I fuck with it. You're gonna be dancing in the woods. I've talked about it before. I asked my mom. I was like, before we were Christian, how did our like grandparents and shit like pray? Like, did we go to churches? And my mom said, nah. She said you would go to the woods, find a tree you connect with, and then you pray to that tree. And then I looked up what my mom was talking about, and I found hella photos of Russian people like hugging trees.
That's why I'm Not Human said.
And I was like, yo, we're tree huggers.
I'm Not Human said he hugged a tree and he felt amazing.
When did he say that?
He messaged that to our group.
I hugged the tree and I felt amazing.
He's like, yo, don't. He's like, this might sound weird, but I hugged a tree today. I felt so good.
Oh yeah, someone said say a full sentence in Russian. What should I say?
I was like, I feel that.
What should I say? Мы сейчас будем пить водку. Мы оба только делали show. I speak Russian terribly, by the way.
No, you're thinking too much.
Yeah, I am thinking too much. Мы оба то курили, пили. Мы сейчас сидим, мы будем говорить про что случается. Я сейчас еще налью, что мы запили. Она пьет Cactus Cooler, я пью Rockstar. И,
I'm with my girlfriend Riley. We're sitting here.
Я сижу с моей девочкой Райли.
I'm drinking a Rockstar. She's drinking Cactus Cooler.
Я ее очень люблю.
I love her.
Я пернул, она даже не знает. Я не знаю, если она нюхает или нет, но я почувствовал, она пахнет. Но я пернул, я не думаю, она заметила. Alright, there you go. If anyone's Russian in there, in here, I hope you guys understood that. That was, I said something.
What'd you say?
Nothing.
You said I'm mean.
I'm ugly?
And a bitch.
You said I'm ugly? That was your first thing? Quit turning on Riley? I'm not turning on Riley.
Turning Riley on.
Oh, quit turning Riley on. What the why are you blushing? So if you were at a bar with your homegirls and I come up to you going like, hey, what's up? My name's Yuri. Привет. Очень приятно.
Okay, don't do that.
What's
No, you could just be like, if you're saying, what's up? My name's Yuri. I'm like, hi, Riley.
Hi, Riley.
Like, what's your ethnicity? You're like, I'm Russian. And I'd be like, oh, say something in Russian. You said that. I'd be like, ooh.
Oh. What the fuck? Poon had to cut it out.
You can't just go straight in with the Russian.
That's true.
It's a little aggressive.
Yuri 10 years KGB. Riley bricked up right now. Poon came through with the message.
Damn, she's getting a good job.
Bro, what the fuck? Can I order a Russian soda soup on Uber Eats? No. That
did I get some of it though?
Well, when you heard me say Cactus Cooler and the Rockstar thing, you got it afterwards, but then I said a couple things afterwards.
What did you say before that? You're like something with Riley.
I was saying that we're chilling here. I was trying to say we're sitting here, we're talking. I said we took a couple shots. I'm about to pour another shot, and then I said we're smoking, we're drinking again, and then I said you're drinking Cactus Cooler, I'm drinking Rockstar, and then I said I farted. I don't think she noticed. I was like, I noticed because it smells to me, but I'm not sure if she could smell it. I was like, but I farted though, and we'll see if she notices or not.
You're disgusting. You're fucking gross. But you said I love you.
No, did I? No, I don't think I said yes, you blue.
Yes, you did.
Did I?
Thanks. Yeah, you did.
Oh my God, thanks.
That's why I was like, I know you said that.
And then at some point, I did say, I was like, I'm sitting next to my girlfriend that I love so much.
Something люблю.
Люблю. Stop farting on stream. You guys, no one fucking noticed, bro. Unless, if I never told you guys or her, no one would have noticed. J-Res says gulag. I have to go to the gulag for farting now? No, yes? Alright, you have to go to the gulag for farting on my dick last night.
Shut up.
Yeah.
No, I didn't.
Yeah, you did.
No, I didn't.
Yeah, you did.
You're lying now.
No, I'm not lying.
Yeah, you are.
No, here's the thing is, if you're the big spoon and I'm the small spoon and I have to fart, I always like get up.
I did not fart on your dick.
I always get up and turn around and I point my butt the other direction. If I'm the big spoon and you're the small spoon, you're too comfy that you just like, and then you're just like, it was just a two, like it's fine.
I did not do that.
And I have fart festering on my crotch area.
I did not do
going
that.
through my pubes, intertwining with my skin.
Okay. Wet ass fart.
Really?
Yeah.
Dude, actually, all right, we might lose some viewers right now, but I want to talk about this.
You did shit.
No, I didn't.
Yeah,
I didn't. I didn't. When we were talking about going to the Bay Area and celebrating Riley's mom's birthday, before I went back to sleep, but in the morning, like I'm not sure what time, but in the morning I did wake up and I realized like Riley and I were cuddling, we're sleeping, and then every morning when I wake up, I have to do two things: pee and fart for some reason. And then when I woke up and I was cuddling with Riley, I was like, oh God, I got a big one coming. And then I just let her rip and it sounded crazy. It sounded like
he shit himself.
Like it sounded like I shit myself.
I swear you did.
But I didn't. It just sounded like it. And Riley was like, oh. you shit yourself. Like, Papa, and she was just like kept going on about me. I was like, I did not shit myself, dude. I was like, it was just a fart. But it was a gnarly one.
You're disgusting.
I'm disgusting. Really?
Stop.
Okay, enough fart talk.
Yeah.
I gotta shit every morning. Yeah, honestly, dude, sometimes I think of my morning poops as an inconvenience because I'm like, fuck, dude, I hate waking up and having to poop so bad. But it's good, dude. Like, I've talked to people where they're like, bro, like, it's a good sign where you have to go to the bathroom every morning or at least every day, because some people out there who have not so healthy systems, they poop like every other day or every 3 days, and like it's not so healthy, you know, because it stays up inside you. But every morning I gotta let it rip, so I gotta thank my body for being, you know, doing its job.
Okay, enough. enough.
Anyways, yo, guys, does anyone out there have fart talks would do numbers? Does anyone out there have goals for 2023? Maybe some abstract goals. Because, you know, a goal doesn't
get these goals.
A goal doesn't have to be like getting a mansion, getting $1 million.
No.
A goal can be like, hey, man, by the end of this year, I want to capture 30 bunnies. I captured 12 bunnies last year. I want to capture 30 this year. It's like, what is your goal for this upcoming 2023? I want to read them out loud. GTA San Andreas stream again like 2019. Play the game? I'd be down. Josh said, get this bread. Dopermain said, Bugatti. Tremendo said, pay off my bitches, BBL. Young Stunner said, quit smoking weed. Skywolf said, 2023 goal would be creative director for Sandbox. My nuts on your chin said, working out more. That's it.
Me too.
Hypozich said, my goal is to see... Oh my god, get the fuck out of here. Would you do those two... wait, what? What would you do in those 2 mins, Bam? I'm not sure what you're talking about. Doing good in my 4th to 5th college semester. 4th to 5th? I'm a bald the fuck out, no cap. Have a kid, sell Fent. Less screen time on devices. I feel that. Happy New Year's, fam. Happy New Year's, Swamp Dollar. Bro, I haven't seen you since the last year, man. It's been a minute. Joking. Kidnapping bunnies. No, not kidnapping, capturing. Put my BBC in a hoe. Getting ripped for the summer. Find love in 2023. Can I work for you? DM me. Spank my dick. I'm trying to move the fuck out. I feel you. Scam and I feel you. I'm trying to move out too, G. No, I'm kidding. No, I just feel him because that's how I felt when I was living with my parents. Stop Sleeping on Atlanta by Gambino. Wait, what? That's your goal, to stop sleeping on Atlanta by Gambino? Making $1 million. I want to get a new job and make more money, get a better car. I feel that's a good goal. Finally get a laptop. I want to take another step towards producing. That's a good goal as well. Honestly, you would think that, you know, it's such a crazy difficult goal, but dude, when I lived with my parents, I realized you can open up I realized I can open up a Newegg credit card, and they have this thing where if you spend I think $500 or more, you get 0% interest on any item you buy for 12 months, basically a year. And I got the laptop I still have, which was, I think, it was the Asus Pro Duo with the 2 screens. It was like, I think it was $3,000, bro. It was $3,000. I definitely could not afford it, but I looked at the payment plan and it said with 0% interest, I basically had to spend pay like $70 to $100 a month. And I was like, bro, this is clutch. And I was able to pay it off within a year. Everything was fine. So if you're trying to get a laptop, dude, you know, a lot of people are scared of the credit stuff, but you just got to remember to be responsible and on top of it. But you can get yourself a laptop with 0% interest, if you paid off within a year, and have it in your hands within a week or 2 if you want, or even a couple days. But you just have to stay on top of the payments. 7,200, dude is dumb as fuck. Wait, who said 7,200? I spent, it was 3,000 on the laptop. Tit Talks. Liquidate some taxes. I'm going to skate and build my computer until I find myself a Riley of my own. That's the secret. That's all I did, guys. Whenever people ask me for dating advice, I tell them skate and build your computer.
Focus on you.
You're playing a house phone right now.
Tired.
You're watching IG stories while we're on live.
Stop.
Yeah, that's what you're doing.
I'm tired.
You're always tired. You have to, you see, it's like, you can't be telling yourself you're tired. You gotta tell yourself, I'm ready. Think of SpongeBob. I'm ready.
I had to take a little 2-minute mental break. Okay.
Okay. Are you getting more merch? The next thing that we're dropping is the shot glass, and then also, now that all the holidays are taken care of, all the traveling is done, I'm sending a message to Blasey either today or tomorrow, telling him or asking him, when can I do the office stream? And what I think I will do is I want to be Blasey's office assistant, Sandbox crew office assistant, but I cannot leave the premises for either 24 hours or $1 a minute with a 5-day cap. But then I was thinking, if I do that, where would I shower? I could brush my teeth in the bathroom, but where would I shower?
You don't care about that.
I do. I could shower in the bathroom. I could do a sink shower, I guess.
A hoe bath?
Blasey might not be too happy about that. But I was gonna ask Blasey, when can I spend potentially a day to 3 days in your warehouse being an assistant? Maybe 5 days. You don't shower anyways. Yes, I do. I could get like shower wipes, right? They sell that. I can just you can get shower wipes. Just wipe yourself down, and then boom, throw it away. You're good.
I'm gonna have to get you hella baby wipes. Costco pack.
A bird bath, baby wipe it. Riley needs a rock star for real. Well, honestly, you know what's funny about Riley, guys, is Riley is you never read the book The Secret, but you kind of love that mentality of thinking, which is positive thinking and like what's it called, like manifesting shit, right? Like you manifest stuff that you want, and you do a good job of like where I say that I'm realistic, and I'm sometimes I could be like hard on myself, and you'll be like, Yuri, you could do this, or we should do this. I'm like, do you know how hard it is to do this? And you're like, stop being so pessimistic and be more optimistic, right? And you're right. And I've learned a lot from you about being like that. It's like sometimes you gotta stop talking negatively and just try to do it and hope for the best. You know what I mean? Like, or just put your all into it and see what you can make out of it. You constantly are on this like where you believe in The Secret, right? But then also you also believe in negative stuff all the time, such as
you know what I think it is. It's like I just believe in everybody else.
Oh my god!
But then I don't know.
You have goals for yourself.
I do. But it's like I am like just prone to negative self-talk, which I feel like everybody is. Like everybody else sees everybody in a different light, and then everybody is always their worst critic and hard on themselves.
Yeah, but what I'm saying is like you're big
changing that.
You're big into manifestation, right? But you don't understand that sometimes it feels like you're purposely trying to manifest like some negative stuff.
No,
yeah,
I'm not.
Because sometimes I'm telling you like, don't talk like that, and you're like, no, I'm sick, I'm this, I'm that, like, or this is happening. I'm like, bro, why you gotta talk like that? Even no, chill. Because you can manifest good and bad if you really believe in that stuff.
She manifested a toot onto your penis.
Who said that?
Stop spinning this false narrative.
Who said that? That's funny. Can I ask AI to draw me a skinny Flocko-Reduno? I don't know. I'm not an AI expert over here. Believe in yourself. Believe in your future. Your future begins today. Boom. There you go. Also, yo, guys, I've talked about, before we take these shots, I've talked about this guy before. There's a dude named Peter Santinello, and if you guys haven't seen his content, I would recommend go check it out. He's on YouTube, and he does these really cool videos where he meets up with people, and he spends like a week or a couple days with them, and he just asks hella questions, maybe sometimes even just a day, and some of his videos he gets like really exclusive footage where he got to hang out with a shaman from an Indian tribe, where the shaman said he's like, I've never done any type of video content. He's like, I just like your videos, so he's like, I fuck with you and we could do it together, and he's like, I'll show you around. But he has like some really good content out there, but he's been doing a lot of these videos recently where he goes to Indian reservations, and what I really find interesting is they have a lot of opposing views and different views depending on what tribe you talk to, but one thing they all have in common, I've noticed, is they don't have any concept of time, where to them it's just one long day. You know what I mean? Like we have this thing where it's like 2022, 2023, today, tomorrow, next month, last month. To them it's just every day is the same day. It's just the sun sets and goes up, but it's a continuous day, which is actually the fucking truth. You know what I mean? That's really how it is. We just created this concept of time for I guess being reliable and productive and some shit like that. It helps us out, but I was like, I kind of fuck with that view of like everything's just one day realistically, which is also kind of trippy. R.I.P. Gangsta Boo, bro. Are you a Chernobyl baby? No. I was friends. Well, I still am friends with two people they're not old enough, but their families moved out of affected areas to America because of the Chernobyl catastrophe. So I know two people who moved out of Chernobyl, out of Russia because of the Chernobyl shit, and they got roasted for it.
Really?
We used to call them Chernobyl back dick. We used to say like, "Oh, you're from Chernobyl, you got a dick growing on your back." So we'd be like, "You got your Chernobyl back dick." Like,
Your dick.
we used to roast the homies that came from those infected areas. It was kind of fucked up. All right, let's do this. Let's take these shots.
That shit's sad as hell.
What? Chernobyl? No, that's true. But we're just young dumb kids.
You're a forehead dick.
All right, cheers, guys.
Cheers.
To
no more drinking 2023.
No, I'm not choosing to that one.
To better habits 2023.
Let's go. Riley about to cry?
Riley's so pale, I know.
You're not pale, dude.
I'm going to get a tan.
Whoa, what the fuck? You're not pale.
I'm just going to say fuck it and go on the tanning beds.
No. Can I, dude?
Fuck it. Let me get
I feel
melanoma.
I feel like you guys know me. I'm down to do, also cheers. I'm down to do damn near anything for the lulz or the content, especially when it involves, physical damage or self-deprecation or whatever it is. When I did that tanning bed stream, I swear, in the back of my head, I was thinking, I know the chat's going to call me a bitch, a scammer, all this stuff if I don't do the full amount of time. So I was like, and honestly, I didn't think it was going to be a big deal. I sat down in that tanning bed. I closed it in on me. At first, I was thinking, oh, this ain't too bad. This is fine. I didn't realize the lights were just warming up. Once the lights reached 100% capacity, bro, you're sitting in it's like a toaster. It's like when you put a toaster in the thing, like, and it's
literally
being burnt on both sides. That's how my body felt. And I instantly, like, I tried to endure it for a second. I was like thinking, bro, I'm going to get cancer. I was like, fuck. I was like, I'm going to get like cancer in 3 seconds if I stay in here, dude. And I got too worried and I jumped out of there.
Yeah, I didn't like it either. I only did it one time.
I don't recommend that shit, dude. That shit was scary. I felt like a piece of toast in a toaster, and I felt like I was gonna die. Oh my god. Get natural sun. That's true. Also kind of difficult when you spend all day inside, and I spend all day inside. Isn't that true, though? We don't get any vitamin D.
It's horrible for us.
We don't get...
Thanks, America.
Bro, we don't get no vitamin D. That's kind of crazy. We should make...
That's why everybody's depressed.
I know, for real. We should make work environments have open roofs.
No.
all businesses...
Riley the albino. No! Oh my god. No, I have to get the tanning.
No, babe, this is not your fault. This is a society issue. I think all workplaces should have no ceilings. Like, all businesses should have no ceilings, and I feel like we'd all feel a little bit better.
I'm going to the tanning bed. It is.
Oh my god, dude. Yo, high message. You should get the vitamin D from him, dude. If you're so juiced on it, you should go get that shit. No ceilings. Yeah, I feel like no roofs.
Riley hates albinos. Confirmed.
That's fucked up.
I do not hate albinos.
I didn't know I was dating an albino hater.
I'm just saying that I hope I don't look albino right now.
What would be wrong with that?
I'm not albino. So that's scary. I'm not who I am.
Yuri, when you dyeing your hair? No, at this point I'm waiting to, here's the issue, guys, is every time it's disconnected, I'm thinking, and also Riley tells me, you should get a haircut from Ezzo. I'm like, yes, I should. I come through, Ezzo's cutting someone's hair, and then Ezzo's cutting someone else's hair, and then we got 20-30 minutes left until disconnected. I'm like, okay, we're doing disconnected. Disconnected is 3 hours long, sometimes longer. I'm super hungry. We're both hungry at the end of it. We leave and then we want to go home or go get some food immediately. So I can never get a haircut then. And then during the week I really can't. So I think Ezzo might be mad at me for this, but I feel like I'm going to do an IRL stream where I go find a barber and he just cuts my hair on stream.
Riley looks tired 24/7. I think she needs more zinc or iron. Guys, okay. I've been super scared about my health because I have noticed my
Don't even know. You see, this is what I'm talking about with the manifestation.
I have.
Stop,
I'm serious,
bruh.
but I did talk to my mom and she was like, I feel like you're just anemic. Which means I'm low on iron.
All right.
So I hope that's what it is, but
Okay.
it does scare me. I have to just get a blood test and.
Can I be fair? Now that you brought this up, I will talk about it. Where, guys, my mom, she was basically like a nurse slash doctor in Russia. And once we move to America, your credentials don't pass over. Once you move over from another country like Russia, you have to, or there's some countries
You have to go back to school.
you have to go back to school and redo all your
You have to
same
get
shit.
certain credentials. She probably would have to only go to school for a couple years or something.
But basically, like, she was just incapable of doing it. So, like,
Yeah.
once we came out here, she didn't really go back into that career field. But that's what she was out there in Russia. And, living with my parents, anytime I had any ailment, I'd go to my mom. And she'd tell me what it is. And, dude, she would always be right. You know what I mean? Like, when I was over-exaggerating or not over-exaggerating. But I noticed this trend once I got older, when I was, like, 17, 18. I kept coming to my mom saying, I think I got cancer. I think I got tumor. I think I got this. I think I got that. And every time my mom's like, bruh, like, number one, she wouldn't hit me with the whole manifestation shit. She would hit me with the, like, are you dumb, dude? Like, you know how, like, rare that is? Like, blah, blah, like, that you're talking about, for it to just pop
But it
up out
could
of nowhere.
happen.
I know. But then every time she's just like, dude, like, you got, and my mom told me, she's like, you got to stop thinking negatively. And then also, this is an issue with WebMD. With a lot of people, they can go on Google and type in, my knuckles hurt. And then it says, what?
WebMD.
WebMD. A lot of people go on WebMD, type in, my knuckles hurt, and they'll say, you got knuckle cancer, or some shit like that. So you got to be careful with, like, what you search up, because you're only going to find the most negative. You're only going to think of the most negative. You can't really be thinking like that. Just a little more sun is healthy is all. But honestly, Riley was bringing up a good point. We grew up, or not grew up, but we were, all of our, damn near 99% of our ancestors grew up with, being beaten down by the sun damn near 24/7 unless the sun is down. But we would always have some sort of sunlight. Now that I was really thinking about it right now, we wake up indoors, we get ready for work. Riley drives to work in a car, gets inside the warehouse. Maybe she has like 30 seconds of being in the sun once she's going from the car to the warehouse. Goes inside the warehouse, spends all day there. By the time she comes back home, the sun has already set, and you get no sunlight all day, basically. So we only get sunlight on the weekends, if that. That's kind of crazy. That has to have some sort of effect on you. Knuckle cancer is wild. But that shit's true, bro. And honestly, I have like a couple, homies in my life where, like, they're very logistical, and I've talked to them about the same thing, where they're like, bro, they're like, every time I have some sort of ailment, they're like, I don't even worry about it until I talk to a professional doctor who knows what the fuck they're doing. Because if you go on Google, it's going to say you got anything. It's going to just say anything that matches, and you're going to think that's it. It's like, no, you got to have someone look at it, because there's so many things to it. There's so many signs, and a lot of shit is more rare than you would expect. You're kind of like, you're kind of, being a little bit, lack of better words, is like, a little bit conceited, thinking like, I'm gonna get some rare, 1 out of a 1 million chance brain cancer tumor that no one else gets. It's gonna be me. It's like, all right, calm down, main character. Health is wealth. Facts, though.
Main character. Who's main character? Health is wealth. Oh, you're saying that I'm the main character because I think I have an ailment?
I'm saying that's an effect of a lot of people nowadays, is they think that, like, they won't even look into the cancer, and the cancer will be like,
dude,
oh, 1 out of 5 billion people get this, and you're like, I got it.
Stop. Okay, here's the thing. I'm gonna just say it how it is, because I would have never even thought of that. I noticed, like, this.
Wait, no, let's not talk about it.
I'm gonna say that.
No.
Yeah,
This
because
is
that's
personal
not fair.
Well, okay, I'm not trying to call you out, but this personal health
Well, don't
stuff.
say that, because
Well,
I didn't think that.
Well, I was not talking about you when I said the main character stuff, but I applied it to you when you came back. No.
Yeah. So, stop it. I would have never thought.
People are saying let her talk. I don't. This is like. Okay, here's the reason why I don't want Riley to say this, is because I feel like you can speak things into existence.
Yeah.
And I hate talking about it because it makes it worse. I feel like it's weird.
I
But
feel it too.
you can't be like saying, I think this, I think that, because you're just, even if you don't have it, you might have just made it happen. So let's just go to the doctor, figure it out. And then we'll talk about it on 10 Talks later. Right?
Mm-hmm.
I don't know, dude. It's like that evil eye. You know that thing that people have, that glass thing? The third, what is it called? You know what I'm talking about? The blue, black, white eye?
It's the evil eye.
The evil eye, right?
The
It's
third eye.
That type of shit. It's mental. Also, yeah, dude. I forgot what that doctor's name is. If you guys can remind me, it's that one doctor who passed away, and he was like really into, just like kind of herbal medicine type shit. Him and a couple other people have talked about it too, and I'm not religious. I'm very not I used to believe in ghosts when I was a kid. I don't believe in ghosts. I don't believe in Jesus. I don't believe in any of this. I'm very non-spiritual, but the idea of like you speaking stuff into existence, like I've seen many videos about it where people like kind of go into depth about it, how it can happen, and it's like I kind of do like, it's like I'm not that spiritual of a person, but I kind of do believe in that fact that like if you're telling yourself something, it can happen, positive and good. I mean positive and bad. Sorry, like good and bad. You could set yourself up to be the number one basketball player ever, and that could happen. You could also set yourself to be the number one dinosaur ever, and that could happen too.
Through Super Chat.
I'm ready for a cry. Nobody's crying.
Thank you so much, Mom. My mom just donated $10. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
We're smoking a spliff, which is the worst time to receive a donation from my mom. I'm sorry, Mom, we're smoking, but thank you so much for the $10 donation. I appreciate you.
We love you.
Thank you, Mom. I love you. And also, guys, prayers for my mom because we could not celebrate New Year's together this year because she ended up getting COVID. So, guys, prayers to my mom to get better from COVID very soon. How much do y'all really know about each other?
A lot. We know a lot about each other.
Here's the thing. Unless you're a completely oblivious person living with someone for 3 years,
you'll get to know
you're going to get to know them. So unless I was just the most clueless, and both of us, unless we were the most clueless, oblivious people, which I would not live with you if you were like that, I would not know anything about you, but I know a lot about you.
And I know a lot about you. Likewise.
They said take a shot for your mama. That's the last thing she would want me to do.
Do 10 push-ups for her.
You're right.
That's what she'll want.
My mom, every time my mom sees me doing donations for shots, she's always like, Yuri, she's like, I like when you do the push-ups for donations instead. She's like, the shots are no good. She's like, do the push-ups. She's like, that's way better. So, all right. I owe 10 push-ups. Also, wait, you know what? Press the floor. All right, I'm going to do the 10 push-ups in 1 second, but I'm not okay. Here, let me get into this. Anytime someone calls me a scammer, I want to remind them of moments like this, and I've had many moments like this where I'm unnecessarily honest, right? No one has called me out for this. No one, literally not a single person. But when Vel came over for us to do the chicken stream, the fried chicken stream, I said that I would do a push-up for every donation he got, and I did. I think like 200 push-ups, but I was so tired. But I still had 120 more push-ups to do, and I did not.
Why would you mention?
And here's the thing. Yeah, you're saying why would you mention it? It's because I'm honest. I'm unnecessarily honest, and like that's been on the back of my head, and I keep forgetting. And now that I'm on stream, I just remembered. I'm like, I have to say it. I forgot about it, and I didn't even notice it until the next morning. I woke up and I realized I was thinking about the stream. I was like, wait, I only did blah blah blah. I owed I was like, oh shit, I still owe 120 push-ups, and I've been thinking about it, and this is the first time I've been on stream where I actually remembered. Guys, I still owe Vel's stream 120 push-ups.
Wow.
So next time I link up with Vel, I need to crunch out 120 for him.
Your hair is awesome.
But here's the thing, is no one has noticed that. No one's called me out for it. I haven't seen it in Vel's chat. No one said it in Vel's chat. But I'm the only one who remembered. And it's because I made the promise. And I'm like, next time I see Vel on his stream, I'm going to be like, bro, I need to do 120 push-ups for you, dude. I'm sorry. The perfect scam? Okay, chill. Very noble of you. Oh, shit. Parasocial chat, what's up? Do you want to have... Wait, what? What the hell's that message? Santa is watching? I still have a whole year of being good. And also, fuck Santa. Riley took me to Hawaii. Santa never took me there.
I'm Santa. I'm Santa, baby.
You know what's funny? When I was a kid and I got like, maybe like a little Target gift or something like that, my parents would be like, Santa got this for you. This from Santa. But when I got my PlayStation 2 and my PSP, my parents were like, we got this for you, dude.
That, what's actually funny? I saw Hyphy Wifey. I follow her on Instagram. And she was like, she posted on Christmas Eve, and she's like, my husband doesn't really like appreciate that we work hard for all these presents, and we tell him like this big white man drops them off every night or once a year.
Yeah.
And she's like, so we just keep it real with our kids. Like, we worked for these presents that you're getting. And I was like, I feel that.
I feel like that's way better. It's like, also,
I agree with
if
that.
you teach your kids at a young age the value of $1, of like, yo, dude, I had to sit here for 8 hours to make $10. Your kids' meal cost $12.50, so I had to sit in my office for 2 hours to afford your kids' meal plus our food or whatever it is, right? It's like, once kids understand the value of $1, and you're like, bro, I just spent $300 on this Nintendo Wii for you. You better be juiced. You better be happy. I don't know, but I remember I noticed that as a kid. I was like, damn, my parents were like, no, we got this for you. There's no Santa.
I always grew up with Santa. And when I found out there was no Santa, that was sad.
Really?
Because, yeah.
I don't remember.
My mom had Santa for me, but at my dad's house, he just didn't get a Santa. And that's how I knew. I was like, oh, we didn't have Santa.
For this one?
Yeah, because my mom had, like, younger kids, so she always, like, kept the Santa going.
But then you're probably thinking, like, oh, Santa
like,
only goes to one house, of your parents, probably.
Yeah, no, I was like, damn, he's really not real.
You know what's funny? I remember believing Santa was real, but I don't ever remember thinking, like, getting the truth dropped on me. You know what's funny? You know what's the dumbest things I ever believed, guys? And it's a funny memory that I still remember to this day because I feel like such a dumbass once my sisters explained it to me. But, bro, until like 12, 13, I really believed that you did not grow, like, taller until your birthday at midnight. And I used to think that you could measure yourself at, 5 feet tall at 11:59, and if you measure yourself
and you're like, oh my
at 12:05, you would be like 5 inches taller. I always thought you grew in that one moment. I didn't know you grew over time.
Mm-hmm.
I thought you grew in that one day on your birthday. And I forgot what it was, but like I was staying awake on my birthday and my sister's like, why are you still awake? And I was telling them, I was like, I'm waiting till I grow. And they're like, what the fuck are you talking about?
Like, Yuri, shut the fuck up.
And my sisters had to break it down to me. They're like, bro, you are so dumb. They're like, you grow over time, genius. You do not grow in one night. But I don't know. I remember figuring that out. I don't remember figuring Santa out though. I remember trying to stay awake for Santa.
I remember because I remember that night for Christmas I got Rock Band, and that next morning I didn't get anything because Santa would always just be like a random gift, and it wouldn't be wrapped or anything. It would just be under the tree,
mm-hmm.
and there was nothing there. And I was like, Dad, Santa didn't come. And he's like, that Rock Band was Santa. Like, that's your Santa gift. Like, that shit was expensive.
Wait, you see, CJ Wilson said I thought the same shit too. That you grew in one night. But also, what's funny is I remember it's actually like kind of like when I think back at little Yuri, I think it's kind of sweet and like, wholesome. But I remember when I was a little kid, I would like think like Santa's coming at night to drop off gifts. I'm going to try to stay awake. And every time I try to stay awake, I would fall asleep before.
Me too.
And I would wake up and there'd just be presents.
Me too.
I would just be like, oh, I missed them again. And like, I remember having those memories, but I never ever remembering like figuring out like, oh, Santa's not real. Like it just was like over time I realized. Actually, you know what? Made me kind of realize it actually now that I think about it.
It stopped happening.
No, it was a Foster's Home for Imaginary Friends. Because they had that episode where they realized Santa wasn't real, and then he ended up being real in the show. But then as I was watching that show, they were like, how does Santa go to every house in the world and drop off gifts? And I was like putting the numbers together.
Yeah,
I was like,
this shit
99 cents through Super Chat. Y'all going to Adam's wedding?
thank you so much for the $2 linguini. Should we squeak on it?
We don't know.
I don't know. Like Adam said.
We would see.
Like Adam said, it's in Italy. I don't know how much it costs to go to Italy.
It's expensive. It's not a Hawaii trip, that's for sure.
Really? More?
To go there is expensive, but to stay out there is not that expensive.
But what if, like...
The flight there is expensive.
Mm.
But like I said, maybe it will be a birthday trip.
But what if we could, like, pretend to be their kids and like tag along and be like, oh, we're 12 and 13. We'll get the cheap seats, something. I don't know. We'll figure it out.
Pack us in your bag.
I don't know. The idea of going to Italy is kind of insane to me. Bro, dude, when Riley surprised me with the Hawaii trip, that was insane. If I'm ever...
I don't even have a passport.
If I'm ever sitting down on a flight knowing, like, we're about to go to Italy, I'm literally going to think I died and I'm dreaming. I'm like, bro, what? I'm going to
die from anxiety on that plane.
Also, yeah, what is it, like 17 hours or like 14
it's like
hours?
14 hours.
Yeah, fuck that.
The
dude.
5 hour were like, get us off.
No, that's true. If I'm sitting between two angry gay dudes for 13 hours, I don't know how I'll last. I'll probably get canceled.
That's why we need to hit up Jeb.
I know, Jeb.
Jeb, hook us up.
Jeb's gonna be like, "Oh, you just spent 13,000 on first class, and everything's beautiful. It's
He's
just
like,
awesome."
I'll give you 3 options.
First class, there's a business class, and there's also the third floor.
Suzanne did not like that one. So maybe this is your better option.
Yeah, exactly. I don't know.
Jeb, sponsor us.
Yeah. Yo, if there's any airlines watching, we'll give you guys the fucking most beautiful review ever, bro. You guys can serve us roasted cockroaches for fucking dinner. As long as we get to Italy safe for free, bro, I'll give you guys a 5 out of 10. I mean 10 out of 10, sorry. 5 out of 10. 10 out of 10, I mean.
Don't listen to him.
Yeah, I'm already fucking up. No, I'll make sure to, practice a couple times when I do the advertisement, but I'll give you guys a 20 out of 10. I'll be like, bro, that fried cockroach, it was salted and seasoned to perfection. It was awesome. Yuri's a cold man. 5 out of 10.
But I feel like this would be the perfect opportunity because my dad lives in Europe to like see him out there because he's always asking us to come visit him. So like if we could actually make that happen, that would be like the perfect.
It'd be really
Perfect
be really fucked up. Is like what if in the middle of like Adam's wedding, where like if we went there, right? What if in the middle of the wedding and like the priest is doing the whole thing where they have to kiss, all that stuff?
He's like, "Thank you, my bookie."
And then I pick up a class. I'm like, ding 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 ding. Sorry guys, but Riley, would you?
That is so fucking rude. I would be so mad if I was Lena. I would be fuming. That is hella rude.
If someone proposed at your wedding, you'd be like, get the
fuck out. In Italy, gorgeous, beautiful wedding.
I'm like looking at the decorations and shit. I'm like, yo, I couldn't afford any of this.
This is a perfect setting.
This is the perfect fucking setting. Yo, hold on. Yo, cameraman.
It's hella romantic.
Yo, take a photo of this real quick.
We still the film.
With the film crew and the camera. I'm like, yo, guys, babe, I love you.
That is hella rude. Hell no. I would be so mad at you for doing that. I'd be like, no, don't do this right now. I'd be like, no.
That has to have happened in the history of
like,
in all like the 200 years of weddings. I feel like that's happened once before.
I've seen videos of that
really
shit happening.
Of people proposing during other people's weddings. Bro, if I was the wife, I would be like, who has a gun? Give me a handgun.
It's just weird.
I'd be like, dude, this is
just do it privately. On your own time.
Thanks, Adam, for bringing all these people together.
All his family. Lena's family.
Thank you, Adam and Lena, for bringing all these people together.
They're just the randomest people just witnessing this.
Also, shout out. We invite our families too, and they're sitting in the corner.
They're just like behind
some bushes, like waiting in line still. I'm like, yo,
oh my
I have something
God.
to say. Do it at Disneyland or some shit, not here.
Hell no.
Dude, I am not a big fan of Disneyland.
Do not do that.
I know you love Disneyland.
I love Disneyland, but do not propose.
Yeah, why? Like, it's like, are you that big of a Disneyland fan? Like, you'd have to be.
It's just so no.
You see, it's
like there's gonna be people so like in the background of your photos.
And also, here's the other thing: is like maybe
you don't even have a kid yet, probably.
Maybe this is just me.
I mean, if you have kids, it's different.
But like, I'm a One Piece fan, right? Or Shaman King, or Naruto, I guess, or Dragon Ball Z, right? I'm a Dragon Ball Z fan. If it was the roles reversed, right? If you were a Dragon Ball Z fan, I would not propose to you at a Dragon Ball Z convention. I'd be like, bro, this is cringe.
I feel like if you have like a family already and you have kids together and like you're all on like your first like family Disneyland trip and you're like, I'm gonna propose to mom right here because it's like it's such a cute, that's cute.
Yeah.
Then that's cute. But like if you don't even have kids and you're just two adults, don't propose to me at Disneyland. That's
How would you feel about this though, babe? What if I did?
That's not my vibe. At least.
What if I did bring you to a Dragon Ball Z convention where everyone dresses as Dragon Ball Z? You get to meet the writers and the actors and the drawers, all that stuff, right? And then in the middle of the convention, I was like, babe,
Hell no.
I love you so much. Would you marry me in front of all these Dragon Ball Z characters?
I'd rather it be in this house.
Really?
Just
on
sweet.
Would you rather be on stream or at a Dragon Ball Z convention?
Really?
I'm not saying those are the only two options. I'm just hypothetically asking.
I'd rather be on stream.
Than a Dragon Ball Z convention?
Yeah.
Why? Engagement
because I
stream?
at least love the people on stream.
You don't love Dragon Ball Z?
The random people going to the convention.
Honestly, wait, hold on. Let's be fair. When Hyphonics proposed to his wife on stream, you cried.
I didn't cry.
You did. You were like, "This is so sweet." You thought it was so sweet.
No, I just think it's cute when people propose to people.
But after
I didn't cry.
But after when we were talking about it, you were like, "If you did that to me, I'd be so mad."
I was like, "Don't."
But during when we were watching his stream where he proposed to his wife, you were like, "This is so sweet," because he set up the wall for her, put all
that
these
was
memories.
cute. But it's on stream.
Yeah.
It's just like you're just doing this for fucking stream. You know people are gonna love this because you look super sweet.
And then imagine like during some argument in the future when we're arguing, I just hit you with like, "I just married you for the stream either way."
Okay. Bye.
Oh my god.
Okay.
That'd be the worst. Stream that shit, fool. It's a prank, bro. You're gonna buy a box of honey packs. We should have talked about that. The video of the father giving his son the honey packs.
I don't even want to talk about that. I have nothing to say.
That has to be like sexual harassment.
That's disgusting and makes my stomach hurt.
Do you think that's on par? Okay,
that makes me really sad. I could not.
That's gross. Let me ask you this though, babe.
It's not even funny.
I know, but let me ask you this. We have father giving his son honey packs, right? if you were to put this on a level scale of some sort of how bad it is to compare to, bad is up here, good is up down here. And then right next to it, here's my question. Right next to it is Boosie saying that he's going to get a prostitute for his like 15 or 16-year-old son. Which one is worse? Honey pack to the son who doesn't know what honey pack is, or getting your son a prostitute? Which one's worse?
Fuck. They're both horrible. The honey, I think that little kid was like 8 years old.
Oh my god.
Getting
really?
a honey pack.
And what's even worse is like the kid doesn't know. He's like, "Eat the honey pack." Like, we'll see what happens. It's like, what? You're going to stand there next to your kid when he's feeling the effects of that and be like, "Oh, this is so funny." Like, that's kind of weird, yeah.
Both are just disgusting.
How old was was Boosie's kid that he was getting the prostitute for?
You just said, I don't know, you said 15 or something.
I don't remember exactly, but it was like, obviously a child enough where you're getting him a present like that. It was he got almost canceled for it. A lot of people were upset about it. But does anyone remember how old he was? Boosie was basically saying like, "I'm gonna throw the craziest party for my kid." He's like, "I'm gonna get him some pussy, blah blah." And people are like, "What? You're getting him some pussy?" They're like, "What the fuck?" Like, I forgot how old he was though. Someone said, "What is a honey pack?" Apparently, it makes you horny. It's like a honey that makes you horny.
It's like a natural
Blanco
sex
dropped about
enhancer.
$2 through Super Chat. Why is my dipshit pro banned from the stream?
I don't know. Why is my dipshit pro banned from the stream? I have no idea. All right, thank you so much, Blanco, for the $2. Mods, whatever mods we have right now, let you tell it card. Who banned dipshit?
I am sleepy.
Yeah, one last shot to end off the stream.
Yep.
All right, let's do this, guys. Last shot of the night, and then also first after show of the year. Where's the bottle?
Up your ass.
Thanks. You're hella rude, dude.
You're hella crude, dude. And you got me in a mood, dude.
You said I look weird nude, dude.
Can you please cook me food, dude?
Can you send me a photo that's lewd? Can you send me a photo that won't get me sued? Can you give me a pair of kicks that won't get me shooed? Damn, that's crazy.
What?
Yuri's a prude. How'd you feel about my bars about you getting better with time, like wine with a timer?
That's cute.
Did you shed a tear?
Yeah,
It was almost like me singing to you.
definitely shed a tear.
Oh my, thanks. Thanks for rolling your eyes.
Linguini dropped a bag $1.99 through Super Chat. Can we get a quick arm swing?
A what?
Hit him with the babe.
What?
An arm swing. There you go. All right, cheers, guys.
The modern lazy girl.
All right, guys. Cheers to that shot. Shout to everyone in the chat. Shout to the fucking Harmonious gang.
Shout out to the Harmonious gang.
We appreciate you guys so much. Tomorrow, I am not promising you guys what time I do go live, but I will be going live tomorrow, and I do not want to do a desktop stream. I want to do something different tomorrow. So I'm going to think of something to do tomorrow, and I'm not sure what time it will be at, but I'm going live tomorrow. Either way, shout out to you guys. Thank you guys so much for being a part of this after show.
New year, new us.
I think we're going to leave this after show up, right?
Mm-hmm.
You didn't cry. Everything was fine.
Yep, I told you. No crying 2023.
Okay, yo, shout out to everyone. People are saying skate, IRL. I was thinking some sort of IRL stream. But either
Hard
way,
ass.
thank you guys so much. Shout out to everyone. I hope you guys have a good new year. This is January 1st, bro. The first day of the year is already wrapping up for us. I mean, maybe some of you guys are already in January 2nd, but first day of the year. I hope you guys have a good, productive, healthy, successful, amazing, fulfilling 2023. Chase your goals, chase your aspirations. One thing I've learned as a 28-year-old living on we didn't even talk about that YouTuber who passed away at 27, the dude you really liked. What's his name?
Keenan, I think.
I forgot his name.
It was Keenan or something.
But dude, like, it's like one thing I've learned is, like, you could be as healthy as you want, but sometimes things just happen and people pass away at random times, and it is good to be responsible. It is good to think about the future, and it is good to
Keenan Cahill.
R.I.P. Keenan Cahill. It's like he only died at 27. I'm not saying you guys can die any day now, but all I'm saying is cherish every moment, appreciate your family, work hard, treat every day like your last. It's weird. It's like, I guess we have these feelings when we're in the first days of 2023, and it could fade away once we're halfway through the year, but let's be appreciative.
Let's keep it consistent.
Yeah, let's keep it consistent. Let's all appreciate the fact that we made it to a whole nother year.
Exactly.
And see what we could do with this new opportunity of a new year ahead of us. So shout out to everyone. Shout out to you guys.
We love you all.
Let's make the most out of it. And then we'll see you guys tomorrow.
Yes.
RIP to the fallen. Facts.
Peace.